We'll make our inputs. The house is ready for you if you are ready. We'll make our input. The house is ready for you if you are ready. Thanks.
My president and host of this 2023 presidential retreat, chairman of the event, Professor Mainoma, and every attendee to this program. Here, president and host is the Association of Professional Bodies of Nigeria, presidential communique issued at the 2023 presidential retreat held at Sylvia Hotel in Enugu, Nigeria, from Wednesday, 22nd to Thursday, 23rd of March, 2023. The 2023 presidential retreat of the APBN held at the co-city, Enugu, Nigeria, from Wednesday, 22nd March to Thursday, 23rd March, 2023, with the theme Professionals, Professionalism and Governance in Nigeria. The event hosted 18 member bodies, mainly physically, as well as few others who participated virtually. Opening. The keynote address was delivered by the fourth executive chairman of the EFCC, Mr. Abdul Rashid Bawa, who was ably represented by Mr. Johnson Oshodi, the zonal commander of EFCC here in Enugu, while the welcome speech was given by the host and president of APBN, Mr. Manasseh Rubainu. In his keynote address, the chairman of EFCC explored the concept of service delivery in the process of governance as done by professionals, quality of service delivery in respect of the influence. Please change that to after delivery in, not is, in respect of the influence of corruption in governance, pervasiveness of corruption in both public and private sector, and the extent of contribution by professionals to public and private sector corruption. He opined that professionals in both public and private sector are the fulcrum. That is M, not N. Fulcrum. Fulcrum, not N. Are the fulcrum on which service delivery and governance are hinged. He further stressed that irrespective of their abounding professional competencies, move to the next slide, in and the increasing contribution of services to GDP in Nigeria, professional improvement in service delivery across every segment of the society is yet to attain its full potential. The keynote speaker advocated for aggressive professionalization of service delivery that goes beyond training to developing and building the capacity of professionals in various fields, because they are the first line, not there. They, after because, they, not there. They are the first line of defense in the fight against corruption and preservation of good governance. He also stressed the need for transparency. Please separate for transparency. For transparency. Break it. Okay. He also stressed the need for transparency and accountability, which must be the watchword, and in such a manner that codes of professional ethics are adhered to projects for public interest. For public, please put for them. Professionals designated non-financial business and profession should make declaration of their business activities to EFCC Special Control Unit against, that unit should start with capital U, please. Against, have you done it? Special Control Unit against money laundering. That's SCUML, SCUML. Move up. Sir? Okay, money laundering. Please effect the correction. Okay, Okay, move on. SCUML. Why setting up the internal policies and process. That thing is process, not proverb. Process. Internal policies and process to combat money laundering and corruption. The chairman of the event, Professor Mohammed Mainuma. Okay, processes, please. The chairman of the event, Professor Mohammed Mainuma, past president, Annan, and second deputy president, APBN, presented the opening address. In his address, he reiterated that professionals require virtues such as, not much as, please change it to such. Okay, such as framework where officials carry out their duty. That D should be small, not capital. Okay. Carry out their duties in a professional, impartial, transparent, and contributable way. He stressed that professionals should be guided. Yes, it was one of the factors. It was one of the factors. Sir, am I correct? Let me. Okay. Okay, let's say and transparent. Full stop. Please remove and contributable way. But remove comma after impartial and say and transparency. That one is still transparent. Okay, okay. He stressed that professionals should be guided by integrity, responsibility, ethics, C before S, standards, uniformity, of which the critical is ethics. He restated that governance must engender. Okay. Yes. He restated that governance must engender security, compliance to rules, ethics, transparency, service, and trustworthiness, while emphasizing that the watchword must be improve, change, and transit. That ICT, I think, should be important. Maybe we leave it on. Okay. Must be ICT, improve, change, and transit. And transit, brackets. Okay, paper presentations. Scholarly and technical papers were presented. Professions, I think that should be double S. Professions, characteristics of professions. The professions of professions. Okay, characteristics of professions and society. By, I think, please check that topic. Characteristics of, is it? Okay, by Professor Mrs. Okoye Uzoma of the Department of Social Work, University of Nigeria. Suka is double K. Professions regulation as institutions of society and governance by Dr. Chris Ugu, certified management consultant and former head of service. H should be capital and S should be capital. Head of service. Enugu State, not Enugu. Enugu State. Okay, yes, Department of Social. Then the next is hindrance to ethical practices by professionals in Nigeria by Professor Anthony Mba Uche, consultant, physician, and pharmacologists. Eh? Okay, yes. Professor Anthony Uche Mba should be the last. Yes. Hindrances to ethical practice. I think hindrances. But practices again, we should remove X. It should be practice. To ethical practice. Okay, move up. Move on. The second one, professions. Were presented. No, they were presented. They were. No, were presented. We are following a progression of what happened at the conference. So I think we should go ahead. Professions, double S. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. All right, so let's move up so that we can be fast. Issues arising from paper presentation and plenary sessions. Plenary sessions. The high level of impunity in our society and the inaction of stakeholders are reinforcing poor service delivery. The cost of non-compliance with good EPP involving 30% of the employees is about US per capita. No, that EPP should be ethical professional practice. So you make before you bracket PP. Lack of synergy amongst professionals, lack of cooperation. Undue interference, undue. Okay. Yes. Lack of synergy and cooperation among professionals. Yes. Continue. Or we synergy. So cooperation is the father of synergy. Understanding. Okay. Okay. So changing. Undue interference by politicians. Undue, please. Interference by politicians. Our daddy had told us not to use it. Okay. Is that the correct? Okay, he said not government. Undue interference. Undue, no, is one word. Then no adherence to court judgment. In professional matters. Services, delivery, and careers. Okay, one handset was forgotten in the convenience just now. So you meet the publicity. Politicians. Okay, by the political, I think by the political class in professional services and careers. Remove professionals before career. Then no adherence to court judgments. That is Federal Ministry of Housing and OHCSF. I think we should have it in full. Please define them. And okay, Office of the Head of Service of the Federation. There's no C now. Okay. Thank you. Okay, wait. President wants me to read it again. No adherence to court. None, yes. Non-adherence to court judgments. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is it incomplete adherence? Uh, okay. 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 Why don't we? There's something that I don't know. Let me convey what I think the president is saying. Poor adherence to court judgments by government agencies. By government agencies. Is it not too confrontation? Okay, okay. Poor, okay. Poor adherence to court judgments by the executive arm of government. So forward. That- that's a professor. Me and you, we know be one. So, okay. Okay, so which one are we taking? Okay, non or poor compliance. Okay, the president, what do I do? Poor adherence. Okay, poor adherence to court judgments by the executive arm of government. Okay. Next, non-implementation of the scheme of service and the laws governing each profession in the public sector. In the public sector. Lack of political will to do the right thing. I think that piece should be small. Lack of political will to do the right thing. Okay, next page. Impunity and corruption has undermined, E is missing, undermined NED, merits and excellence. Recommendation. The following recommendations emerged from the conference. Professionals must train and retrain to acquire the relevant to current knowledge and skills to be on top of their practices, not these, their practices. Then professionals no full stop. Is knowledge and skills to be on top of their practices. So what do you think, sir? you know, we use built environment language. So, Professor, sir. Thanks, sir. Is noted there? Can we proceed? Okay. Professionals have the right to keep, have the right to keep providing top-notch services and advocacy. That S should be small. Professionals have the right to keep providing top-notch services and advocacy needed by society to enhance their value. More briefly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So please remove top notch. Remove top notch, please. Excellent services and advocacy. Prof, when you are going to say something on service. Yes, they have the responsibility. Is responsibility. Put responsibility. Professionals have the responsibility to keep providing excellent services and advocacy needed by society to enhance their value. Small b. They must be the change agents needed by society. Small s, okay? Then, okay, the advocacy should stand. Okay. Through advocacy. Okay. Professionals must train and retrain to acquire the relevant to current knowledge and skills. Another colloquial. Okay. Please remove this. Even the same, this next one, remove. Remove that next to enhance their value. Please remove that 11. Professionals must be mindful of political interference, internal strife, and wrangling, which are inimical to professionalism and other undue interference. We can stop professionalism. Just stop at professionalism. So remove to the end. Mentoring, collaboration, and partnership ought to be embraced by professionals for growth and sustainability. Yeah. Okay. 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 Mentoring, collaboration, and partnership must. Okay. Okay. That sounds. And strategic partnership should be removed to. Should be embraced by professionals for growth and sustainability. You say what? Okay, you mean capital letter? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think. Every profession makes meaning to the extent the professional is able to serve people. Okay. No, serve people. It's a generalization. Okay, serve the society. Uh, uh, but that was exactly how the author put it. Is it? So that okay. Okay. Okay, the importance of every profession is proportional to the extent. To the extent. Okay. All right. The president is there's something the president is saying that
All professions should consider themselves equal partners in the service of society.
all professions to consider themselves equal partners in the service of society. Okay, please write what my president has said. All professions are equal partners in the service of society. Okay, let's make progress. Equal partner. The ultimate purpose of governance is to save the citizens. Oh, to serve, not save. Is to serve, they should be small t. Oh, the ultimate purpose, not propose. The ultimate purpose of governance is to serve the citizens as they have the right to be served. I should be removed. Would we remove? The ultimate purpose of governance is to serve the citizens. Serve, S-E-R-V, is to serve the citizens as they have the right to be served. Yeah, see, professionals must keep creating awareness and Yes, but is government serving the citizens the way it should? They are not. They are not. Okay. So what? It is our admonition that the purpose of governance is to serve the citizens as they have the right to be served. So mm-mm. this one this one is government we are talking to. Is in the subject matter, governance. Yeah, governance. So professionals must keep creating awareness and challenging the status quo, small q, challenging the status quo through requisite regulations in our practice. Professionals must keep creating awareness and challenging the status quo through requisite regulation in our practices. Okay. All right. Challenging the status quo, put full stop, change Q to small. Yes. Hmm. Okay. Um, I know you are very diplomatic, sir. Well done. Okay. Professionals must be ready to, must change the narrative. No, must keep creating awareness. Uh, okay. Professionals must change the narrative and keep creating. Okay. Professionals must change the narrative by creating awareness. So, no, let's get it right. You say what? Let me hear you again. Okay. Then it looks like a public car. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. My president has said that should continue. Professionals must imbibe the generic ingredients of ethical professional practice. Ethical professional, P should be capital and P, EPP. Ethical professional practices. You can even leave it as EPP because we've defined it. Professionals must imbibe the generic ingredients of EPP, all capital. Open the bracket. Remove ethical professional practice in word. Remove it in word. Such as practices that are reasonable, responsible, and transparent. That's one. Practices that are without bias. Practices that ensure equitable assets, not ensure. Practices that ensure equitable assets. Practices that comply with comply, not comply. Okay. Okay. After responsible and transparent, unbiased, equitable, and compliant with the law. So you remove and before transparent. You understand? Remove and unbiased, equitable, and compliant with the law. Let me move on. The cost of non-compliance with good EPP involving 30% of the employees is about US capital, $1,228 trillion, which is Naira per year. Sir? Okay. The basic foundation of all systems of institutions is EPP. EPP enforcement. Full stop. The basic foundation of all systems of institutions, that I should be small one, otherwise S should be capital, is EPP enforcement. Thus, the weak institutions in Nigeria can be enforced, can be enhanced, strengthened with professionals, keeping strictly to their codes of ethics. Keeping strictly to their code, not keeping strictly to their codes of ethics. Appreciation. Okay, strictly to codes of ethics. Okay, strictly. What did you say? Okay, can be enhanced and strengthened with professionals keeping strictly to codes of ethics. Huh? Conduct is already ethics. Okay. All right. Let me take that again. The basic foundation of all systems, stroke institutions, is EPP enforcement. Thus, the weak institutions in Nigeria can be enhanced and strengthened. Sir? Nigeria, spell it correct, can be enhanced and strengthened with professionals, keeping strictly to codes of ethics and conduct. Yes, strengthen. Okay, appreciation. On behalf of the council and board, C should be capital. Council and board, and B should be capital. On behalf of the council and board of APBN, remove of the. On behalf of council and board of APBN, the president appreciates keynote speakers. Keynote speaker appreciates the keynote speaker and guest speakers for their presentation. I take it again. On behalf of the council and board of APBN, the president appreciates the keynote speaker and guest speakers for their presentations. Full stop. Sponsors and participants are also appreciated for their support and participation in ensuring the success of the event. Sign. Okay. There's an addition. On behalf of the council, board, and the entire participants, and the entire retreat participants, the president appreciates the keynote speaker No, we canceled that one. Or maybe we had sponsor. The president and chairman of the occasion. Okay. The president appreciates the chairman of the retreat, keynote speaker, and guest speaker for their presence and presentation. For their presence and presentation. Full stop. No, we have a. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's correct. That's correct. I believe you understand. Do I take it again? Oh, okay. Okay. I think is the last statement still working? Okay. No, participants are already added. Okay. Okay. Sponsors and participants were also appreciated for their support and participation in ensuring the success of the event, of the retreat. Appreciated the chairman of the event, chairman of the events, keynote speaker. Yes, that's what we do. No S. No S.
Sorry, is there anything that ought to be included that is not included? Yes. Well, let's start with Oga safety first. Yeah. Yes. Part of the event, I agree with you. Yes, so we should include it. Noted. Yes, sir. What? Technical papers. Roll it down. Roll it. Papers. Oga, page 2. Go down. Yes. Scholarly and technical papers were presented. Profession. Yes. Yes. Go ahead. Instead of the technical. Okay. What makes a paper technical? What makes a paper technical? every scholarly paper is a technical paper. But let's go down. There is one word that you did not get it correctly and nobody has seen it. Go down, go down, go down. No, wait. Let's do this one first. The title of the retreat, nobody has seen it. What is written there is not the title. The theme is professions, professionalism and governance, not professionals. Nobody has seen that. Yes, sir. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. What we have resolved. Yes. 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 No, we have. What? It is just the headings we don't have. Everything you have said we have. This starting point, the 2023 retreat, is the introduction. Then it is the preamble you are talking about. Then the notes are those things the observations, those things that we have seen in the technical papers, those things that they've written are the observations that we have made. Then towards the end, it is what they call the recommendations. Are also repeated here. I agree with you, we can restructure, yes. 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 It's coming out of the observation. He has done PhD before, so. Okay, thank you very much. All matters that are raised will be taken care of before this paper comes out. What the president directed was that we should look at it, substance over form. That we should just look at the substance first. If there is any omission in terms of substantial issues, then we include them. The restructuring, not the one canvassed by Atiku. We'll do it. So, is there any substantial issue that is not considered? Yes, sir. Yes. 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 Professionals. Yes, I agree with you. And if not because the Jagaban has gone to abroad now, we should also see him before he resumes. No, but on a serious note, Mr. President, we should attempt to see him before 29th May. So that, you see, it is easier to see him now than to see him when he's sworn in. There will be a lot of people that are trying to see him, but if you see him now, you will also see him easier when he is sworn in. So I agree with you, we'll include it, the issue of the retreat to observe that the professionals need a desk in the presidency. And that should be restored. It should be part of the recommendation. But again, we should try to see the president-elect before the swearing in as a body, so that we will also put our agenda to the incoming government. And if you have any input as to what we should tell the president, apart from this retreat matter, please, you are welcome, so that we'll articulate it and ensure that we try to see Jagaba before 29 May. I know he will come back by the 25th of April. And those of us that will meet him at Saudi Arabia, we can make the booking. Any other? On behalf of all of us, I want to thank you most sincerely for your patience and contributions that you have made to this retreat. For sure, we have made a mark. It is difficult to have an occasion like this, and at the end of it, you have as many people as we have here. We appreciate the maturity, we appreciate the commitment, and I'm sure those of us that are not here have missed a lot. I thank you most sincerely for this opportunity for me to be the chairman, and I now hand over proceedings to Mr. President. Mr. President, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay. I want to start by thanking Professor Mayunoma for being a very able chairman. The chairman that gave us the definition of the word power, and so many other names, including Anthony Mba. And I'm sure all of you enjoyed his sharing this occasion. And we have benefited immensely from his wealth of experience and knowledge. We are going to do a lot of work on finalizing this communique. I want all of you to trust me and believe. I always tell people, the day all of you raised your hands and voted for me, you know what you have done? You've said all your powers and rights, you have given it to me. So whatever I say, it's correct. Agreed? You don't want to agree? Okay. So we will actually, I like what the town planner has said. We are going to format this communique. There is another draft of the communique also being done, which we will also integrate and produce a typical concept of what a communique is. Just like he said, we're going to have a preamble and we are going to talk about, summarize in brief what all the speakers said so that people know what was told to us. After that, then we have our own observations, what we have extracted from all the presentations, and then we will go ahead and give recommendations, and then we will have a conclusion. So we will do that before it is given out. Before I continue, it's not enough to just thank Professor Mainoma. The tradition of APBN is we have to give him a plaque so that he remembers the 2023 presidential retreat. He was the chairman. When he keeps it on his table, even when he is no more on earth, his great-grandchildren will say, oh, our great-grandfather was chairman at so place. So on behalf of the Association of Professional Bodies of Nigeria, which you are also a member, this is presented to Professor Muhammad A. Mainoma, MNI, F. Annan, in appreciation of your role as chairman of the 2023 presidential retreat. Congratulations. Okay. Please, all the things we are doing, we did yesterday and today. It's not just for fun. They are very important. You see these observations, if we go to the office of head of service, we are going to show them some observations and recommendations that is relevant to them. If we go to presidency, we are going to say things that are relevant, that they should need to take proper recognition of those statements, and it should guide their actions. I want to emphasize it over and over again. The EFCC chairman made this succinctly. He talked about governance. Service delivery by government is the essence of governance. And the services are delivered by us professionals. If governance fails, we have also failed. And I want to emphasize this. And when next we are at the head of service is one of the things that we are going to make very clear. If you are a chief town planner. By the time you plan the town, nobody should change it. And please, let's begin to cultivate the idea of professionally saying no to influences. Because that is the beginning of us taking this country from the whims of caprices of all those who mess up our society with impunity. We must tell the politicians, we must tell the bureaucrats, we must also tell ourselves, because some of the compromises we do, it is because of our own problems. We must look at ourselves. We must be independent people as professionals. Somebody was just telling me, he saw some very beautiful necklaces and whatever for women. And he looked at it and he walked away. The man selling it called him, come, don't you like it? He said, no, I like it. In fact, I would have bought it, but I don't have enough money. This is a Hausa man selling things in Jos. You know what he said? He said, carry it. You are a professional. I know you will pay me. Are you serious? He said, you don't know him? And he's from Delta State, and he's in Jos. And a Hausa boy he never knew. He said, now you are a professional, carry it. And true, he collected it, came back, sent the money. Can you see what that boy thinks a professional is? He has never met him, but he is trustworthy. He said, carry it. I know you are a professional. You will pay me. Let us begin to act and behave as professionals, ethical in our judgment and our conduct as professionals. We need to change this country. This country is bad, very bad, and we can do something about it. I will thank all of you for coming. Just as the chairman said, it's not easy to have a 2-day activity. APBN normally, they will start it in the afternoon. We would have started it in the afternoon yesterday, and we would have closed around 12:01 today. So they sent that kind of a program to me. I said, no, you just come and do talk and go away. No. We will listen to people. We will spend 2 days. We will listen to people. We will understand them. And we will do our own work and take decisions for ourselves. And I want to thank you for staying for 2 days and ensure that this program has been done successfully and beautifully. I thank all of you, and I wish all of you should all clap for yourselves. Please continue to support APBN financially. When we were able to get to the office of head of service, made an impact. People requested us to do some things that were going to affect their own policies and decisions. There is nowhere we are not, and APBN will enter everywhere, and we will say that we are the people who the law has said will provide services to this nation. We will even invite at certain points, perhaps early next year, we'll begin to engage labor and the manufacturers and NASIMA, because these are also very important sectors of an economy. But central to the functions of all these sectors, the manufacturers and the NASIMA provides capital, but the thinking, the decisions are done by professionals. Labor helps in execution of whatever has been designed and conceptualized by professionals. So we need all these sectors. If we put these sectors together, we are on our way to determining how the government and governance of this country will move. I will invite somebody who is very rich so that, and he's the one even holding the money of Association of Professional Bodies. And they said I am supposed to be the major signatory. I told them, no, my job is president, not treasurer. I don't want to keep anybody's money. Whatever you want to do, just send it to me to have. Don't ask me about any kobo. It's the business of the treasurer. The treasurer is a man. He is an accountant. He also knows how to collect tax. He does so many things. So I will invite him to give the vote of thanks before we close this 2023 retreat. Dr. Sani.
Please permit me to rest on the already well-established protocol. Good evening, distinguished and highly revered participants. On behalf of the Association of Professional Bodies of Nigeria, I want to express our profound gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing us with your presence at this retreat. It is truly an honor to have such an esteemed group of professionals gathered in one place. And I believe that the conversations we have had and the ideas we have shared will go a long way in shaping the future of our respective professions. I would like to extend my special thanks to the presidents and members of each professional body represented here today for taking the time out of your busy schedules to attend this retreat. Your presence here has been instrumental in making this event a success. I will also like to thank members of the press for covering this event and helping to spread the message of the importance of professional collaboration and networking. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizing committee and all the volunteers who have worked tirelessly to ensure that this retreat was a resounding success. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this retreat. I hope that the connections we have made here will endure and that we will continue to work together towards the common goal of advancing our professions and contributing to the development of our beloved country, Nigeria. Thank you very much, and I wish you a safe trip.
Ladies and gentlemen, that heralds the end of 2023 presidential retreat. Thank you very much.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to especially appreciate our colleague who found the phone that was missing. It actually belonged to our treasurer. So thank you for demonstrating professionalism and ethics by finding something that belonged to somebody else and you brought it back. God bless you, my brother. That's a good example. Then I'm told that the local chapter have some fresh palm wine for those who cares to wait behind and drink. Meanwhile, I'm following President to run away. Thank you so much. You can wait.